Hi guys, it's winter. Have you gotten into the seasonal groove yet? It's not being cold yet here, but I hear that a blast of Arctic air is on the way, so that might help my mind and body adjust to the season. Stay tuned and I'll tell you where we are in the wheel of life so that you can see if you're on track or not too. Hi, I'm Laura Giles with Pan Society. Thanks for tuning in. Now we're almost a month into winter, and winter is the most yin time of year, and what that means is feminine. It's dark, quiet, restful, and inward, just like nature. And if you look outside, some animals are hibernating. The days are longer, so it's dark when I get up and dark when I go to sleep. It's pretty quiet because there's less activity outside. So the simple thing to say if you want to know if you're living in sync with nature is, am I doing those things too? Or am I reflecting that energy? So it's time for meditating, journaling, going within, being introspective, slowing down, sleeping more, and storing things up. So we're storing up energy, money, wisdom, so that when summer comes, we have it available to use when the energy is more active. So to keep your energy in balance, you want to give it to things that warm your heart. That's fire, and that makes sense. That's air. That stabilizes your foundation. So it makes sense monetarily, but also keep your boundaries intact, and that's earth. And that keeps you in flow. So that's water. And if you do all that, you're living with wisdom. That's especially important now. It's important all the time, but especially now when we're building up reserves. If you fritter energy away now when it's meant to be conserved, you're going to get depleted. So speaking of being depleted, it's also the time of year when your kidneys and bladder energy are the strongest. So kidneys are your life force. You always want to be good to your kidneys. No kidneys, no life. And no kidneys, or the kidneys control fear. Now, we're talking about the energy of kidneys, so not actually the organ, but I said before it's a yin time of year, and yin is darkness and what is hidden. So this is actually the best time to confront our darkness, to go within, to face those fears and calm them, and we do that with stillness. So often we distract ourselves with company, noise, busyness, so that we avoid the monster under the bed. But now's time to make friends with that guy. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you keep yourself in the path of an emotionally brutal person. Sometimes fear is a signal to move away from the thing that's hurting you. No, so what I'm talking about is moving into the fear, not necessarily the cause of the fear. So this could look like feeding the fear so that you can learn from it. I think that's an important distinction. Now, sometimes this means that the thing you fear becomes less frightening. So if your parents were horrible when you were growing up, you could carry the fear of a 5-year-old inside. But by facing the fear, you're able to see that you're now an adult with adult size and power that you didn't have as a 5-year-old, and that fear diminishes. So that's what I mean. When our water element is out of balance, our fear gets out of control and disrupts the entire system. When our kidneys are healthy, it balances everything. So there's that web again. Everything impacts everything else. So some signs that your water is out of balance are lower back pain, knee pain or weakness, problems with urinary retention, fatigue and shortness of breath, vertigo or dizziness, sexual problems, including a lack of excitement, premature ejaculation, or vaginal dryness, anxiety and excessive fear, high blood pressure, inflexibility, and feeling stuck. So what do you do to nurture the kidneys? Drink bone broth. The kidneys control the teeth and bones, and this is going to strengthen them. To eat black or dark foods like black beans, blackberries, walnuts, black sesame seeds, black garlic, black lentils, or kelp. Practice self-acceptance. I think that's 3. A lot of our fears are about not being something enough. So when we feel we're okay with who we are and what we are, that fear goes away. So 4, stay warm. Protect your neck, Your head and your shoulders, this is where sickness gets in according to Chinese medicine. So it's not necessarily a time to stay indoors, just to be properly dressed when you're out. 5, stay hydrated with lots of warm tea and room temperature water. Winter is a drying time for the body, and the kidneys need water. We think of this more in the summer, but don't forget the water in the winter too. So I was at 6. Are we on 6? I already mentioned sleep. I want to say sleep more and deeply, so make sure you have a good sleep hygiene routine. 7 is conserve energy, so take it easy. Do gentle exercises like meditation, walking, and breathing, so nothing that creates heavy sweating or long periods of endurance stuff. And is this 8? I think this is 8. Eat less. We're conserving energy, so we need to take in fewer calories. The February moon for some Native Americans is called the hunger moon. Food stores get lower for all creatures. And if we follow this, we don't have that inevitable spring dieting that happens. So there you have it. 8 ways to stay healthy in winter according to Chinese medicine. And 8 ways to live within the wheel of life. So if you have a tip for how to stay healthy in winter, please share it. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for tuning in. Ciao.